it's Matt Roush.
And Mike Brennan.
And you're listening to the M Squared TechCast right here at MITechNews.TV and podcastdetroit.com.
Yep, and we have calling in from far away, Melih Oztalay, who is my social media guru and many other things, partner on several endeavors. But what he has a whole team of people that are very good at social media. And one of the things we were discussing the other day was LinkedIn is now beginning to sort of offer video, but you have to be pre-screened and all the rest in order to be accepted, right? So let's talk a little bit about that, because I think a lot of the business folks out there might be interested in getting their videos up on LinkedIn, right, Melih?
Hey guys, glad to be with you again. It's always fun to be on your show. And we're never short of topics to talk about in digital marketing. Today we're going to focus on LinkedIn Live. It's, for lack of better words, a new tool. Businesses have a way to tap into their existing connections. So let's just use myself as an example. I got 15,000 close friends on LinkedIn.
And so, no, I'm all my first name, right? You know,
so. I know I'm all my first name. They're global, everywhere, mostly United States, of course. And so if I want to tap into reaching out to my connections, I can easily do so by using LinkedIn Live's streaming tool. It is a new process, and it is designed to reach your professional audience. If you go to Google, type in LinkedIn Live, the first thing you're going to get is LinkedIn Live's main page regarding this topic. And there are a lot of there's a lot of value in going down this road. However, keep in mind this is only a live stream. LinkedIn does not allow you to use pre-recorded video. So we have to move away from the word video in this case and move into the word live stream. We're streaming a program that has to be at least 10 minutes. It can, I'm sorry. Yeah, it has to be at least 10 minutes. Ideally, you want to do it a little longer, but they will not allow you to talk for 5 minutes and try and reach your audience, haphazardly and just put something together. So actually, this show would be ideal for that. You could, if it's a video show that you're broadcasting, you could actually, go onto LinkedIn Live and become part of that process. It's valuable. Mike, you said you have what, 6,000 connections?
Yeah, a little over 6,000, more like 6,500 now.
Right.
I'm sure Matt has a bunch too, right, Matt?
Yeah, about 5,000. So yeah.
Well, there's a chunk. And the other thing I would have to ask is, since our friends at Podcast Detroit are
actually, I just looked it up, Melih. Sorry for interrupting. 5,966.
All right. Hey, cool.
Let's
call that 6,000.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's call that 6,000.
Thank you very much. So we know it's not fake news. So
yeah, right.
Exactly. And I think this would be ideal where it's not just about streaming through MITech News or
Podcast Detroit,
but perhaps run it through Podcast Detroit and stream it through there. And this way you're reaching an audience inside of LinkedIn. So, LinkedIn, before, putting this out on the market for everybody, did run their own internal tests and had their beta tests and companies that were doing this. And they did find some interesting things. Real quickly, they found that there were 7 times more reactions to the live stream of a connection than there was for just, let's say, posting, some industry information. And they also found out there were 24 times more comments for that live stream. So the results on their beta test, it's pretty positive and pretty significant. You're talking about getting a lot more people, engaging with you. Therefore, if you're running through as a subject matter expert, you're talking about a topic, whatever it might be, you're likely to get more people within your network to join, engage with you, talk to you, question you, fill in the comments. This is a good thing, because not a lot, I mean, there aren't a lot of streams that actually do this. And then I think the reason why LinkedIn is able to be successful on this topic is because you're tapping into your network. That's a good thing. So if you've been building up your network like the three of us have over the years, we have a good foundation to be able to get our message out to a larger audience and to get their engagement.
Well, we'll have to get to the wizard of the board there, Dave Phillips, who I know is listening. I'll have to apply. That's the other thing. You have to apply, right, to get accepted.
Yes, and that's the interesting thing. And here's when we talk about application, when you get to LinkedIn's website about or the web page about LinkedIn Live, you will find your way through to the application. And there is something that you have to think about. Are you going to apply as an individual member, meaning for yourself, or are you applying for it as a company page? So there's a few different ways to go about this. Number one is, if you're going to run this through your company page, then you're helping build your brand, which is a good thing. If you're doing it as an individual member, then your company's second fiddle on this, and you're running this as an individual. From LinkedIn's perspective, that's two different paths that they're asking people to take. So you could decide which way you want to apply. You don't get a response very quickly on the application, so it might be one of those things where you run you apply as soon as possible, and then wait until they get back to you. So that's the first thing to keep in mind. The other thing is, you have to prove that you've been running live streams before. You can't just not be, somebody who's had without experience in running a show and just go and apply. They want examples.
Covered. I think we have that covered, right, Matt? So
yeah, just a few.
Like 4 years now, So well, go ahead. Sorry.
I think you guys are good, no question about it. And I would certainly suggest that you run through the application. However, this application process raises an interesting point. LinkedIn wants quality. They don't want everybody to just jump in and do a live stream. They actually want people who have had experience first, who understand what it is that they're going to talk about and what a show means, and then join the LinkedIn Live program. So if you have no experience, go figure out how to get some experience first, and then come back and let LinkedIn decide if your level of quality is what they're looking for. So this is a very interesting thing. Not everybody's going to be able to join. I'm guessing that they're going to turn people down.
Okay. And so easy process, right? Just Google LinkedIn Live and it'll take you right there.
Absolutely, it comes up at the very top. And you're going to run into multiple pages at the end of the day. I would say that there are roughly 5 important pages from the starting point that you're going to work your way through to find, to learn about what LinkedIn Live is all about. Mm-hmm. There is something that I think there are some interesting points to keep in mind. So the first question is, well, how do you stream from your laptop, for example, through LinkedIn? And the answer to that question is that you have to use a third party. You can't just turn on your camera and start streaming inside of LinkedIn. Rather, they have roughly 9 or so third-party companies or tools, if you wish, that have been authorized to run this, or that have the necessary technical capabilities to interact with LinkedIn's system. So just real quickly, Restream, Wirecast, StreamYard, Switcher, Social Live, Easy Live, Teradek Core, Wowza Cloud, Vimeo Live, LiveU Solo, and Brand Live. Now, a lot of these, I would say, not everybody knows. It's not like your mainstream streaming companies like Livestream, for example, who's been out on the market for a long time. However, this list is available through those pages on LinkedIn Live. So if you don't have an account with any one of these, I would say set up an account, get that started, run your application, and see how this goes. My guess is the one that most people are familiar with is going to be Vimeo Live.
Okay, we got about 2 minutes left. So what can we kind of compress down into Cliff's notes about pointers?
Yeah,
All
about
right, so
guidelines,
pointer.
right?
Yeah, so guidelines. Let's talk about the guidelines now, and I'm just going to run through the list real quickly. You're not allowed to stream more than once a day. That's important. I mentioned this earlier. No pre-recorded content. You cannot sell anything on your videos. You cannot show a sponsor's logo. You cannot run a promotional stream. It has to be informational. So these are very interesting guidelines that are trying to focus their attention on quality and education. I did mention the 10-minute issue before, and this is kind of interesting. Your stream cannot be about how to use LinkedIn.
Really? Crazy, huh?
Right. LinkedIn is not a subject as far as your stream is concerned. Find something else to talk about.
Wow.
That sort of reminds me of those old scam ads, make money working from home. And it turned out that working from home was placing ads in other publications that said make money working at home.
Yep.
And getting people to pay you for that. They're not looking for that kind of thing. So.
Yep. Now here, one last point. LinkedIn is going to be monitoring or keeping track of your progress, meaning that, let's say you said you're going to start a stream at 2 p.m. And it's 2:05 and you still haven't started, they're going to be tracking your lateness. So they are asking you that if you say you're going to start at 2 p.m., you're starting at 2 p.m. And so if you're late, keep in mind that at some point you may get banned.
Okay. Now
Interesting,
we got
huh?
a little less than a minute left, so now you can do your shameless plug. Talk about your company.
All right, real quickly, my name is Melih Oztalay. I'm the CEO of Smart Finds Marketing, located in the Detroit metro area. We're a 33-year-old digital marketing agency. We have been 100% digital for 16 years now. We went in 2004, 100% digital. And our focus is to manage a client's entire web presence, from websites to marketing, your SEOs and your socials and your newsletters and your advertising, your Google Analytics, your metrics, pulling it all together to produce a bang up job at the end of the day.
Hey, and I can do an unvarnished testimonial here. I've been working with Melih now for 4 or 5 years. And when I first started with him, I had a pretty low web sort of response, as it were. And he's like quadrupled that now, and I have a much bigger audience. So thank you.
Traditional four-year students love Lawrence Technological University's thriving campus life. But LTU has always met non-traditional students' needs too. Lawrence Tech offers over 100 degree and certificate programs that can get adult students started or back on track. And most of our classes are conveniently offered evenings at our beautiful Southfield campus or online, so you can balance your social, family, and work life even while you power up your career. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.